You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening.
Max! Oh!
Hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller, you fade down. Hop up in the window.
Alright, it is time to do this one last time. Finally, we're getting to the very end. 6 movies, and now we are here. I watched the prequels first, that's why I'm saying 6. Return of the King, 2 discs, of course. I'm looking forward to this one. Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. And yeah, it is... What time is it? 12:41 a.m. It's also Thursday. Well, it's Wednesday night, but it's Thursday the 31st of October. And I'm doing this. Obviously, I'm going on holiday, so I've got to record episodes ahead. There's another one. But yeah, it's kind of a good thing that I'm watching all 3 in the same week. But we are about to... That's the Warner Brothers logo. I can't even... just didn't even focus. That was a bit of a fail. Ah, yes. Here we go. The finale. That opening scene with Smeagol. And obviously finding the ring and killing his friend and turning into Gollum. That whole opening intro is terrifying. And it's even more terrifying and gory in 4K. Like, I mentioned how close-ups are really good, and they are. In this case... I'd rather not watch the close-up because you see him eating a raw fish and it's proper good quality, right? But it's so good because it's a disgusting scene. It looks terrifying and just disgusting, but incredibly detailed. A little too detailed. But yeah, that's definitely kind of scene that'll give you nightmares a little bit. I was waiting for this... One of my favourite title openings. Like, that title picture is so iconic. Like, it's a great meme at the moment, actually. I just heard the word Rohirrim in the movie. I like that. What a shot. I'm currently on the part where Pippin sings that song. Gives me chills this every time I see it, even though I've seen this movie so many times. This particular song gives me so many chills. As Faramir rides into battle. I also really hate how well Gollum managed to manipulate Frodo into getting rid of Sam. Like, you just... Obviously you're meant to hate this character anyway, but it's so infuriating. I'm just like, how has he made Frodo fall for that? I guess obviously the ring is kind of not helping Frodo, and he's clearly not thinking straight. But still, like, how he managed to lose trust in Sam just from Gollum's words is just... Frodo's good heart combined with that ring overcame him quite clearly. These shots are incredible in this battle, man. I don't want to pause the film at all, but there's been so many moments where there's just great shot, and by the time I get the camera out, it's gone. I don't want to rewind it though. I feel like rewinding 4K is like, it kind of, sometimes, it doesn't all happen all the time, but sometimes when you rewind too much for 4K, it messes up the actual disc, so I don't want to risk anything. But as I mentioned in the last review, I love battle scenes, big battle scenes that involve swords and shields, archers, etc. I like that sort of vibe, and the huge battles in Lord of the Rings really do deliver, especially this particular battle. And this is before Rohan saves the day and the army of the dead. Like, there's a lot more that's going to happen in this battle, which is the crazy part. As I mentioned in the last 2 reviews, I like to say what's said at the very end of disc 1 in each film. In this one is bring up the wolf's head. Is it bring up? I can't remember. The wolf's head, that part, and then they bring the wolf's head and then it ends. That's a really good cliffhanger. That's the best use of the intermission. It's not intermission really, but it's the best use of story teaser disc 2 I've seen. At some point I should watch the theatrical editions again as well, because I've only watched extended for the last 5 years or so. So I feel like I need to rewatch theatrical because it's been so long since I watched those, and I kind of want to see like what they left out, because I kind of like forgot what they left out now, because for me Lord of the Rings is now the extended versions. So yeah, anyway, let me get to this too. Australia. This spider looks so terrifying, by the way. Like, it's one of the best examples of how good the effects are. Like, there are some effects that don't hold up that well, especially in battle scenes. The part where Aragorn ambushes those ships with the army of the dishonored people, and a couple others. There's a few scenes where the CGI looks a little strange, but that spider, now that is proper good effects. And most of the effects are good. There's just a couple. There's a few scenes here and there that looks very dodgy, looks very weird. Mainly in the battle scenes, actually, but this spider, they did an incredible job, an absolutely incredible job. I've never watched like making of Lord of the Rings. I need to watch some of those like featurettes and stuff, because it's incredible what they achieve with these films. I've never read the books. I don't know how good the books are. I assume they're great as well. But it seems like, I say seems like it probably is the best adaptation of books we've seen. Ah, yes. I love these types of scenes where an army is losing, they desperately need help, and then the help comes at the best time. It's just incredible. Meanwhile, I've just missed filming a shot just as I was talking. Spectacular. Now this is cinema. It looks so good as well. I know, I watch this a lot, but still. I love when you hear this epic music, but as soon as they hit the orcs, you just hear the clattering of swords and horses and people and weapons firing and screaming. It reminds me a little bit of that Jon Snow scene in Game of Thrones Battle of the Bastards, when his brother just died, there's music playing. He draws out his sword with an army coming towards him, and then he gets saved, and all you hear is just noises of the battle. It reminds me of that scene for some reason. Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones are two completely different things, but they're both fantasy, and they both involve big battles like this. The difference is, Lord of the Rings knew how to stick the landing. Game of Thrones was great for about 80% of it, and then it just completely flopped. Lord of the Rings, I know it's movies compared to TV, but still. Lord of the Rings, great at the beginning, great in the middle, great at the end. Don't worry about the Hobbit, it doesn't count, even though I love the first one. And also I like the second and third one upon rewatching them as well. I do like them to an extent, but still, only the first one was great for me. Lord of the Rings, it's bloody incredible. I have not yet seen Rings of Power. I do need to watch it, but the reviews I've seen are very mixed, but I do need to watch it to judge myself. It can't be as good as this, but I want to watch it and see what's up with it. This is pretty incredible as well, in 4K as well. The amount of Olifants there, incredible. I absolutely love this scene. I love the fact that she killed a Nazgul and him. One of my favourite scenes in the entire trilogy, I'm not even joking, one of my favourite scenes in the entire trilogy is when Legolas takes down an Oliphant and the crew on it by himself. And then Gimli shouts, "That still counts as one." I love the banter between them, the fact that they count each other's kills and their own kills to compete. Legolas just went through the effort of taking down an Oliphant, took down like 10 people at the same time who were on the Oliphant. Gimli turned around and says, "That counts as one." And I'm just like, but he killed other people. But honestly, that is one of my favourite scenes in the whole trilogy. I love it. I love the vibe between the three characters, especially Gimli. He's hilarious. He shall be released. Well, thanks for coming. I think Loki, at least in terms of like storytelling, I think Sam might be the best character in the entire series. Just when I think about it, because all that time he spent around the ring, and yes, he didn't possess it himself, Actually, he did for a bit, actually, when he gave it back to Frodo. But it definitely, like, I like the idea that he cannot be corrupted by the ring, by the One Ring. And I don't think it's just an idea, I think it's true. I think he cannot be corrupted, which is great. And I think, like, he's the main reason why they succeed in the end. Like, he is, like, without him, Frodo doesn't make it. So it's just, you know, he's just a brilliant character, and he seems to be the one person in the entire trilogy that probably cannot be corrupted by this ring. And I think his good heart is part of that. Frodo's a good heart as well, but Sam has something else in him that prevents the ring from corrupting him. So yeah, whatever quality that is, it makes him, for me, in terms of writing, the best character in these movies. Okay, I had to pause it once. I mean, I had to. I mean, just look at that. Just look at it. I was waiting for the scene. The eagles are coming. Magnificence. The climax. Ah, that final shot. Some incredible shots in this film, man. Iconic. I kind of don't want it to end, to be honest. Damn, that whole journey was 13 months. That's mad. Goodbye. And the screen goes white. It was really sad to see Sam and Frodo part ways. I actually forgot there was another scene after that. I thought the ending was the boat. My mind's gone haywire. Oh yeah, the scene with Sam and his family. Yeah, I remember that. The end. Yes, it was amazing to revisit that again. I really hope the new one is, like, really epic as well. Even animation, I feel like you got more freedom to, like, do more in terms of, like, action scenes. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very excited. They literally said it in the film, and I forgot to pronounce it already. Rohirrim, War of the Rohirrim. I'm looking forward to when that comes out, and yeah, it was a great excuse to watch Lord of the Rings again, and I look forward to that film when in December. It comes out a couple weeks before Christmas, which is a good time for a film. They tend to release some big movies at that time. I think, did Avatar 2 come out just before Christmas, or was that Avatar 1? I know Star Wars have released movies just before Christmas. It's like a really good time for a big film, so I really hope that new one is really good. I wish it was live action though, but I'm looking forward to it. It takes place in the same universe from hundreds of years before, so interesting context that. I look forward to seeing what happens and what Easter eggs we might see. And yeah, I said I've been looking forward to it like 5 times in the last 2 minutes, but you get the point. I'm excited, and I really hope it's good. You know, I don't think it will be as good as this. But I guess you never know. But in its own right, it can be good, and I really hope it is. Because the last time they started to do some prequels, they weren't particularly as good as Lord of the Rings. But we shall see. We shall see. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. So yeah, this film. I mean, I always give ratings at the end of these reviews. 9.5, all 3 of them. You know, they're just that good. Yeah. So. We'll see how the new film does, and there'll be a review up on this channel. It'll be a short review. I'll do a vlog on my vlogging channel though, watching the film. Not actually showing footage though, because I'm not stupid. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye. Until next time.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it